We could be getting Sonic Movie 3 much earlier than expected. Not legally, but still. Hey, what's up everyone, it's me, SpeedSuperSonic, we're gonna see another video. In this video today, we're back talking about Sonic Movie 3 because really, that's all we can really talk about right now. And this one is an interesting thing because it's not really a discussion piece or news about the movie in particular, some update in regards to it. It's more about the threat of it coming out much earlier than expected. And no, this isn't a discussion of a release date change or anything like that to get out of the way of Mufasa the Lion King. That's a discussion for another time. What we're talking about here today is the potential of the movie just being straight up illegally leaked online. A very early cut of the movie with unfinished CGI and all of that stuff, and how on earth did we arrive at this point? How did this come to be? What's going on? What's happened? Let's discuss. There's this account on Twitter by the name of Sonic Movie Updates. They do a great job at updating it almost in regards to every single thing with Sonic Movie 3. And they posted this tweet right here of other tweets. So there's gonna be a lot of tweet inception. Hope you guys are gonna be able to keep up. I'm gonna read this to the best of my abilities. So, somebody managed to get access to downloaded several stuff from several companies like Paramount. Not the best grammar there, Sonic Movie Updates, but still. We could get a potential look at hashtag Sonic Movie 3 with unfinished CGI. Also, it's scary somebody managed to have access to all of this stuff. So this account with the of Sonic as 0. Full leak of the Sonic Movie 3 with incomplete CGI soon. And then they take a screenshot of this post right here, which appears to be 4chan. Not because I'm a 4chan user, I want to clarify. I don't use that. I've been reporting on Sonic News for a while. Of course I know what 4chan looks like. A lot of news has come out on there. Okay, don't try to accuse me of things I don't. Downloaded 87,000 files. I knew the site was going down if I posted this much, so I downloaded everything from Netflix, Paramount, Warner, among others. I still have access to other things, so this won't stop any future leaks. And then they posted the same thing again, but with this right here from this account called Son Goku, who is leaking hacker who gained access to Liam's dubbing subtitling online platform. Okay, but who are they? They are responsible for the dubbing and captioning of several Netflix shows, Amazon, Warner Bros, Paramount, NBC Universal, Riot, Mattel, and BBC. And they now apparently have their hands on a bunch of stuff from various companies there, which could potentially include future movies, future releases. We don't know exactly. Nothing particularly has actually leaked yet online or is being held hostage. Of course, leaks in recent years have been a kind of normal thing, not related to the movie industry, but Insomniac, who's behind a lot of the Spider-Man games, for instance, had like their entire future slate of video games leaked and a bunch of stuff. In fact, I think hackers were able to get their hands on the upcoming Wolverine game and play it, which is crazy. And more recently, Disney was hacked. Yes, Disney, like the largest entertainment conglomerate in the world, yeah, they were hacked recently. Now granted, I think those were strictly emails and stuff like that, kind of similar to the Sony hack from years past, I think like 10 years ago at this point. But still, hackers will hack, and this is a different situation because this company in particular, they have the dubbing and subtitling and all of this stuff for all of these different companies who work on visual media, whether that's movies or TV shows. So that means that there's the potential that those projects in particular could get leaked early. Now, do I think that this will happen? What will happen? Paramount is listed in here as one of the companies that's been hacked. Will this result in Sonic Movie 3, which is coming out this year? It's getting closer and is surely in the stages of its dubbing, subtitling, captioning, all of that stuff. Will it happen? Will Sonic Movie 3 get leaked? I don't think so. Of course, you can't say definitively, absolutely not. There's of course a shot that Sonic Movie 3 will have something leaked. You never know, even if it's not the entire movie, stuff could come out. The movie has been very leak prone as of late, with more particularly merchandise coming out rather than anything in regards to the movie, but that still has given us a good look at like Shadow's final render and what it'll look like in the movie, other stuff like that. But a full copy, an unfinished version of the movie leaking online, I don't buy it. This has happened before, obviously. This is not a foreign concept about a movie leaking out that is unfinished. One of the times I recall was when X-Men Origins Wolverine, yes, that spectacular film, I'm being facetious, had an unfinished version of it leak online very early, and I think the person went to jail. There are of course other instances of films leaking out early through devious methods, but here's a very big part. It's very illegal. Now yes, hacking and getting all of this stuff is illegal within itself, but once when you release it, put it out on the internet, let the general public, if they're going to watch the leak, they were going to spend money on a ticket to go see the movie, you are now costing that studio money, potentially costing them millions of dollars, which they invested into this film to make and then eventually make a profit off of. You're costing that company money. So you're going to get in trouble. They will find you. This is not going to be hard. You're not going to escape from this. This is Paramount, a giant, massive corporation. They will find who leaked this and they will hunt you down and they will put you in jail for costing them an insane amount of money. Now, even if Sonic Movie 3 ends up making a profit, which we'll talk about that in a later video, even if the movie does great at the box office, makes its money back, all of that stuff, you still potentially lost out on a couple $1 million maybe, or maybe even if it's not that much, you still lost out on money regardless of paying customers who are going to go see this film but ended up just watching a crummy leak that was put out online with unfinished CGI. Of course, that's not the ideal way to watch Sonic Movie 3. I think everybody wants to watch the finished product, what's going to be put into theaters, the best it's going to look, all of that stuff, but you know that there are going to be fans who are going to be tempted to watch the unfinished leak online. There's so many factors that go into this, there's so much that goes on, and I really think that this hacker might honestly just get cold feet because they know that's like consequences that are going to be suffered at the hands of Paramount, Warner Brothers, all of these different companies that this dubbing and captioning company works for. I've heard a lot of people bring up with people getting impatient for Sonic Movie 3, people are going to start acting out and start actively leaking things that maybe they shouldn't. I don't think that's going to happen. I think this leaker isn't a Sonic fan that is solely anticipating this movie and this movie only for the rest of the year. They might view Gladiator 2 by Paramount as a more interesting film for them to leak. At the end of the day, I don't think that the leaker is going to go through and do this. I think they're going to get cold feet. They're going to know the consequences that are going to be suffered if they go forward and do this. So yeah, I don't think that that's going to happen. But will we see any kind of Sonic Movie 3 leak at some point? At this rate, I'm sure. Like I said, there have been merchandise things popping up, but that's very different from the actual film itself having something leak out. Leaks for 1 and 2 weren't crazy by any means. Of course, like post-credit scenes got spread, but we really didn't know too much about that beforehand, or really anything about that beforehand now that I think about it. But more eyes are on Sonic Movie 3 than either of the past 2 films. The franchise continues to grow larger and larger. With more fans comes more people looking to get their grubby little hands on it. This could be stuff from the movie itself, this could be a trailer, or the trailer leaking early, or details of the trailer leaking early, we'll see. Regardless though, it's something we should keep our eyes on, our eyes peeled with. I'm just gonna say, I don't think Sonic Movie 3 will inevitably end up being leaked. I think there will be leaks in regards to Sonic Movie 3, but the movie as a whole, an unfinished version of the film, I don't see making its way to the internet or anything like that, or this fan base before the film's release. I don't think that's gonna happen. I could be completely wrong. I'm not gonna say don't believe it, don't expect it, keep your eyes open. In my opinion, you should do that so you could stay away from it. I encourage everyone that if you're going to watch Sonic Movie 3 or plan on it, go pay for your ticket like everyone else. There are hundreds of thousands of people who worked on this film for you to go see, and yes, also to make Paramount money, but still, don't do them a disservice. Let's watch things legally, please. But that's just what I think, and that's where I pass off to you guys and ask what you think about this interesting little discussion of Sonic Movie 3 getting potentially leaked. Would you like to see it? Would you not like to see it? Do you think we'll see it, or do you not? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to know what you guys have to say. Feel free to follow my social media links, my Twitter and Instagram are in the description below. You can follow those behind the scenes look at my life, future content, and all things Sonic the Hedgehog. If you're looking for a way to support the channel, you can become a channel member and get your name at the end of every single video we produce, and you can also join our Patreon for behind the scenes and early look at videos. But most importantly, if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. This is the #1 destination on YouTube for all things Sonic the Hedgehog. Whether it's video games, TV shows, movies, comics, merchandise, and more, we talk about it all. Sonic X Shot Generations is growing closer and closer, so expect more news on that to drop very soon. But of course, Sonic Movie 3 is right around the corner, so we have to start getting news on that. I have more videos planned very, very soon talking about Sonic Movie 3. Some are very positive, some aren't. I'm happy we got to talk about this discussion today, but I'm very excited for our next video because it's going to be a very interesting discussion where I'm going to be able to be very opinionated. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Right by the motherfucking seaside, dog. Everything I see, I got a dream. I thought these leaves would go and take me out the dark. I know everything I wanted to far away.